This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and this is my 129th Mezco Toyz 112 collective action figure review, this time being Krig the Blood Force. Now I am so stoked about this piece, but before I let this thing breathe, I want to take a closer look at the packaging. Alright guys, so I want to show off the box here first. I do like showing off special packaging. It comes in that really cool Rumble Society packaging, which I do love, with that skull logo with this really nice gold badge on there. Krig the Blood Force looking really dope. We got the Asia Gold exclusive sticker right here, you can see that. Then it just has the gold on the top and on the bottom. Rumble Society on the side, and not much on the back with a few write-ups at the bottom. We can open this up right here, and this is actually my first time opening it up. And we can see this right here, and then there he is. A really cool image of the character done in that red, looking awesome. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off like so. You can already see some stuff falling out like that. And there he is, man. So I'm really excited to check this out. I cannot wait to open him up. I am just so stoked for this piece. Really excited about this. Alright guys, so let's check out Krig here. This is the Blood Force version, I guess, and it seems like we're going to be getting multiple versions, which Mezco has already shown that we're getting a black version, which is really cool. So first and foremost, shout out to my buddy Robert Fortin for hooking me up with this piece. When I couldn't get it, he hooked me up at cost, and that's a big thing for me, man. Stuff like that goes a long way with me. I've always been about the community and helping each other out, and when you help someone else out, that someone will in turn help you out, and so forth. So always pay it forward, man. So super shout out to my boy Robert for hooking me up with this Krig figure here. So really happy with this. I love the color scheme. Red and black are my favorite colors, so this looks really cool. Now, I will say, there's a lot of reused parts here, which is understandable, but I do wish there was a bit of a more wash in here. It's just very brightly, boldly red. I do wish there was more of some type of weathering on this, but it still looks really nice. I absolutely freaking love this helmet here. I think that thing looks so awesome with all the different eyes, very aquatic looking. Just the whole shape of it looks really cool. I dig this. The backpack piece looks really nice too. All the armor looking really nice. So I dig everything that they're doing with this. Again, this is their own Mezco creation, part of the Rumble Society, as you guys know. But this works for me, and I think this is a really cool looking character. When I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I have to have this. He just looks really rad. So again, the colors look really good. You can see, like, especially right here in the boot, there is a slightly darker red with a brighter red over that to differentiate a little bit. So I actually wish that darker red was a little bit darker, again, or maybe a wash in certain areas. So you got tread on the feet, peg holes, all that looking really nice. I just love the way this thing all looks all together. Now, like a lot of you do know, this does reuse some parts here. So a lot of people were saying, well, it's just reuse parts from Cable here. Well, the only thing that we're getting reused here from Cable is going to be the upper torso armor right here. As you can see, it is the exact same, and it's just the upper torso part. You see one here going against the abs for Cable here. This one does not have that, so that should mean this one has a little better articulation because of that. So if we turn this around, we can actually see that this cover right here that covers the batteries is actually different from the one right here on the Krig. So this one has these little like plugs for, like, I'm guessing, assume wires, and has a little holster piece on there like that. So that's really cool too. So very, very nice. What this also does, I wanted to bring in Baron Benz here and see if it reuses any parts from Baron Benz. It does seem like the shoulders are kind of the same here. The shoulder armor up here, they do look modified. They're not exactly the same. So those are different a little bit. Like you can see, this one has like more of like a pouch-like thing right here, where this one has a little plug for some wiring. The gloves look completely different gloves. The hands are completely different with those covers. Different belts. The boots are, let me see, completely different. So there's not really a whole lot of reused parts here. And again, we all kind of thought it was just going to be reused parts from a few different figures, but for the most part, no, man. He has a lot of good original pieces. I mean, maybe they're from other figures. If they are, please feel free to let me know. But we're getting a lot of unique things for this guy, which I do appreciate. Now, one other thing I want to talk about real quick here, his helmet/head. This is actually a helmet that actually splits like so. You can actually take that off and reveal his actual head like that. Now, what's really cool is we do see some sculpt work on the inside right there, which I think is really awesome, so I love that. Again, I think that would have been really cool if they did some kind of wash or just some more painting, but I do appreciate the sculpting in there like that, so that's really cool. Now we can see what the character actually looks like without his helmet, which I think looks rad, dude. I think it's a really cool looking character with that blue skin. It looks like a very robotic eye right there. This looks nice. The hair looking really cool. So I'm wondering, I'm hoping at least, with the other Krig characters we're going to get from the different factions, that they're going to have a different head sculpt under each helmet. So I'm hoping that's what happens, because I don't want to see this same guy under every helmet of all the different versions that we get. So hopefully this is just like the Asia Gold exclusive one. He kind of looks like he might have a little Asian look to him, so I'm assuming that's why they did this. Kind of just definitely like an Asian style haircut. Totally dig that. With the white on there, the gray looks really good. So that's awesome looking, man. So I also do want to show off this too. Again, it does have an LED feature, just like the cable. You just screw on that. Comes with the 3 button cell batteries that you can. You see this little switch right there. Turn that on. You can see the light up feature right there. And if you can turn this around, his whole chest unit starts glowing up, and so does his eye. If you can see that, and there we go. Let me see if we can get that. There we go. You can see the eye glowing there like that. So you turn off some lights, and I think that looks really cool, man. It actually shines it very bright. I think that's awesome. I love when stuff comes like this. The LED features might not work for everybody. For me, I think they're really cool, especially when the character does benefit from them. And in my opinion, I think this character benefits from that. And it's really cool. It's like you can see here, like I'll do this real quick. You can actually see the black right here on the chest. It almost doesn't look like it does light up, but when you do turn it on, like it glows very brightly. So that's actually really cool, man. So I'm loving this. Honestly, it's so much fun. I'm really digging how this turned out. Again, not as much reused parts as I originally thought it was going to be, so that really impresses me. Okay, so starting now with the accessories, we do get a couple sticker sheets here with these different numbers and things like that. Looks like some types of like readouts and all that, some different types of logos and emblems and faction symbols. But this is the thing that caught all our eyes right away. You got Blood Force, which is the one I have right here, the Black Spartan, which is going to be the black one we've already seen. Pale Drivers, is that what it says? Drivers, and then Murder Hornets. So it looks like those are the other ones that we're going to be getting in this style, just in different colors. And again, I hope they all come with different heads. And what I'm wondering, and then you got these stickers right here, just simple white stickers. So I'm assuming these are like for your car, maybe, I don't know. But these ones here have me intrigued because these are vinyl stickers. I'm not sure what these are for, but I'm kind of guessing we might get a vehicle at some point. I don't know. Because these look like the type of really good quality vinyl stickers you would put on a sub type of vehicle. So maybe, unless you guys know what's up and I'm just completely oblivious, feel free to let me know. So it's very interesting that we get these like that. So next up, we're going to get the stand here, which is really nice. I always love the Mezco stands, done with that same symbol we saw on the box, like that on the inlay of the box, with that same red image, which it looks really cool. And of course, we also do get the clear articulated arm that comes with every figure. So I love those, man. So I'm going to put those aside over there. I'm going to bring this guy in like this. Okay, so we do get a good amount of stuff here. So we do get this little pistol, which looks really nice. So I love this little thing. And I'm going to try and show this with my big fat fingers. It's really hard sometimes. But this looks really nice. I think that came out really good looking. Very nice little piece with the silver and the red. All that looks really, really good in my opinion. This thing does cock back and forth. You can actually see how it cocks back like that. And then you can remove the magazine in here like so. So I think that's pretty awesome. What's also nice is that I actually do get extra magazines if you want to have extra ones like so. So that works out really cool. And then you can holster this. There's a little side pouch right here on his leg where he can holster that like so. So that works out really good. We also do get a knife right here, which looks really cool too, in a little sheath. You can pull that out. Look at the nice little yellow blade on that. Maybe a heated blade, I'm assuming, with a red and black handle, looking really cool. So that looks really good too. You actually pop this in the boot as a separate piece, which is really interesting. So that they did that, so you could put that in the boot like so. So again, really cool. Loving the fact that we could hold multiple accessories on the figure here. We also do get this crazy like sickle-like weapon, which is awesome. I actually really like this thing. Very Tomful-like with the blade. The handle looks really cool too. Very much dig this. What I also do love is that we get an effect piece for it, which looks freaking rad, man. This very nice, bright, vibrant pink, looking awesome. You'll see pictures with all this stuff later on. And now this is you're gonna kind of just feed that through this, and it'll kind of wrap around the actual blade like that. So you can have him carrying around this blade like so, which is really awesome. Love that effect piece. I think that works out really, really cool. We also got all kinds of interchangeable hands. You got a trigger finger hand right there. You got a more of a gripping hand. You got closed-fisted hands and things like that. You got more open palm hands. So pretty much everything you're going to need. Now, one thing I will notice, I'm only seeing a trigger finger hand for his left side. And I'm not seeing anything else here, so I'm assuming he's a left-handed shooter, man, because that's the only trigger finger hand we get. I was hoping we could have one for each side, but nope, just for the left side, so he's a left-handed hitter. We also do get a little blast effect like so, which is really cool too. Done in a little blue, which is nice. I think we've got the same blast effect in yellow, I believe. So that's really cool. We do have this awesome freaking rifle. I think this thing looks fantastic. The colors on that look great. The black, the silver, that pale blue, all looking really, really nice. The butt of this does extend like that, so that's really cool too. And you can take things like that bullet effect and then pop them in there like he's shooting out through that rifle. And it works for that pistol as well. That's really cool. I did notice that on the back here, you get this little holster piece. And this actually doesn't rotate. So you can actually fit the rifle in there like that if you wanted to do something like so. So that works. Or I even tried doing the blade in there. So you can like fit that in there too. So, I mean, I'm guessing it's either or, and then you could switch it to either side. Again, he is left-handed, so you could flip it to his left side if you wanted to do that. So that's really cool, man. I like the fact that they included this, especially to switch over to different sides. So I think that works out really cool, and that's just a cool-looking weapon, man. So I love that a lot, too. We also do get this freaking thing right here, which is like, I'm assuming like some kind of taser or whatnot, but it looks great. I love the silver, the red, and the gray, all looking really sharp. Really do see the little prongs on the end right here. It does come with this really nice effect, or that's upside down right there. Put it like down like that, and you can see it has this little electric burst, which I think is cool. Again, so that's really bad, dude. I love that, like badass. I love that it comes with this crazy looking taser thing with the electricity effect. Really well done too. So he comes with a lot of good things here, man. And then probably the last things, let me see, I got everything else. The last things we're going to get here is all these little like grenades and bombs and little devices. All that stuff is really cool, dude. So I love that right there. He also does have a couple little holsters on his belt right here. You see those little C-clamps right there. You could take some of those things there. So I'm going to see what I can put on here. So I could take this one, put that on there. And then we could take this other one right here and then put that one on there like that. And then what I've been doing, what I'm assuming this is for the little taser weapon here. You can actually clip that onto the belt like so, and that'll hold back there like that. So you can holster a good amount of stuff on the figure, and that's, for me, always a big plus, man. And I guess if you have some wires from like the Baron Benz figure, you can actually have plug holes into the armor and plug things around if you wanted to do that as well. Now, probably the last thing we do get, I'm starting to see everything else. Yeah, we do get this soft goods like coat-like thing, which is like a wet coat, or what do they call it? A wet slipper, or whatever. I forgot what they're called. Forgive me. But I like this, man. It's like a leather-like material. Feels really nice quality. The black looks really good. Can open it up and see the inline like that. It is just done with a little Velcro strip right here. So you can actually take this and then close it up around him like that. And you can adjust it to do however you like, so that works out really nice. There is a bendy wire in the collar right here, so you can kind of shape it to how you want, and that looks cool, dude. It's a little, again, like a little wet jacket or a raincoat kind of thing, or whatever those things are called. You know, forgive me, I'm just totally not getting what I'm even calling this thing right now, but still, that's a pretty cool option. I personally won't be using this, but I love the fact that they even included it. So, again, that looks like everything. A lot of cool stuff here, a lot of new, unique stuff for this particular character. Very happy the way this all came out. So now I'm going to run down his articulation, and I wanted to do this without the helmet to show you guys something here. So this head, again, does have that LED feature in there, so this neck and this ball peg are not going to get a lot of motion here. So when it comes to this, you're mostly going to get left and right, up and down a very tiny bit and wobble around a little bit, but mostly just left and right. It's going to be very hindered, again, because of that LED feature. Arms can go all the way up to the side, about that much, not a whole lot. Can go forward about that far, so decent. These shoulder pads are on separate little ball pegs hooked up to the armor right here, so that actually works out nice. You got rotation in the upper bicep. It does feel like there's a little bit of a butterfly joint in there. We got double jointed elbows that bend about that far. It says rotation at the gauntlet right here, the glove, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. As far as the ab crunch right here, we do get a double ball peg, so that actually fits really nicely. Again, a lot better than Cable was because it had the extra piece here, so you get a lot of good motion there. Left and right, pivot side to side, crunches back and forward about that far, so pretty decent. Hip joints, they kick forward that far, back about that much, splits out about that far, rotation in that upper thigh. Double jointed knees, see rotation at the boot, ankles are on ball pegs, so you roll those around, up and down, rotate, slight ankle rocker, a little hindered by the armor here, and so that could be a little better, but still pretty nice, man. So overall, I personally freaking love this thing. I love the design. I think he's such a cool character. I'm all about these aquatic type characters. I think Baron Benz is such a fun figure, and now we have other characters for Baron Ben's world. And again, I love the color scheme, my personal favorite colors. I can't wait to collect the others. He is so much fun. And now again, if you can get him, he's kind of tricky to get, man. He was only an Asia Gold exclusive. They did ship overseas. You might have to find someone that might sell it to you in the aftermarket. Please try not to pay crazy prices, but I do say he's pretty awesome. I honestly love this figure a lot, and in my opinion, a definite must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and McFarlane Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to the Mezco Toyz 112 Collective Cable. And for even more comparison, here he is standing next to two versions of the Rumble Society Baron Benz. And just for fun, here he is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Asia Gold exclusive Krig the Blood Force. Now I'm going to start off with the negatives here. My biggest thing I think would be that I really wish they had more of a wash on the red, because it really is a bright red and it's hard to differentiate the sculpt sometimes, and I think it really could benefit from a wash. That aside, I think the articulation could be a little better here and there. It is hindered by some of the armor and the bulk of the actual fabric, but still, he is freaking awesome. I absolutely love the head sculpt. I think it looks really cool with that glowing eye. I love the helmet with all those different eyes. I think that looks really awesome. The very limited reuse of parts is really nice. Lots of new things here. I love all the different blasters, all the different blades, the different effect pieces, all the little gadgets and bombs, and the fact that he can holster a good amount of his things on the actual figure is a big plus for me. Now, I think the effect pieces are super well done. Everything about this just screams premium to me. I even love the LED feature, and again, I know that's not for everybody, but for me, I think it's really cool. So if you can find this guy, man, I think he's so cool. I cannot wait for the other versions of this character, because I think he is absolutely a must-get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.